1971 Rupp Roadster. Rupp used a torque converter drive system on all their mini bikes, except the very low-end ones that has centrifugal clutch. Belt drive, they achieve a combination of ratios by the pulleys changing by RPM. They all use a chain drive final output on them. Roadsters, the Black Widows, had suspended rear ends as well. Full lights on this bike. This is a 1972 Rupp Roadster too. Basically the same as a 1971. The paint scheme was different. You had a black frame and a colored tank as opposed to all one color. Same tires, same wheels. They used an HS40 just like the rest of the Rupp machines. This is a little later model engine. This is a model they put on a 1973 Rupp. Essentially it's the same. Everything else on the bike is identical. No variation between the 71 and 72 Roadster 2s. In 1971, this would be the correct font on the back of the seat for a Rupp mini bike. And in 1972, they changed the font style. So if you look at somebody's bike and the font is wrong, you know they've changed the seat cover on it. This is a 1971 Rupp Black Widow. The Black Widow was only produced for 1 year in 1971. Essentially, the Rupp Black Widow is the same thing as a Roadster 2 or as an Enduro. No lights, same 12-inch wheels, same frame, same chain, exact same drive system. This particular bike has a powder-coated fork and black fender. Typically it's reversed. The fork is the same color as the frame and the front fender is chrome. The rear fender would be black. The Black Widow had one big change from the other Rupps of that year. They were sold with the same 4 horsepower Tecumseh engine, but they incorporated a Delorto carburetor, as opposed to a standard carburetor. They were sold without a warranty. No governor, no warranty. They went fast. And most of them were torn up. As you can see, on this bike, it's had an engine replaced, because very few of them are still in existence. I do know of one. There is one other big change on my Black Widow as opposed to a factory Black Widow, and that is a kickstand. Typically Rupp used a fold-down motorcycle type kickstand that were miserable, and everybody that has Rupps knows that. This one's been modified. It's got a kickstand welded onto it. You set it and it doesn't fall over. And we can kind of prove our point if you look at the other bikes on display. Try to park a Rupp on the grass, that's what happens to it. Hey, pick that son of a bitch up!